Praise you for who you are, Lord. You fill our lives with your beauty and splendor. Come on, somebody, let's talk about personal hygiene. You know that word hygiene, it's something that is so wide, although lots of people tend to ignore the fact or tend to look at it from a particular perspective. From the moment you walk into your house from outside, you got to get into that tap and have the water run over those hands with soap and wash it clean. This, of course, it's part of hygiene. Feminine, general, or otherwise, hygiene is hygiene. You know what to say. So let's talk about this. From that period you wake up in the morning, you want to have your teeth cleaned out, it's part of the feminine hygiene or general hygiene. You can see here I have some of these bio natural products from Mandarin is actually orange in German, from orange, or Mandarin is tangerine actually, and then this ingwa or mandel, or the creaming. These ones is I add them into the water I use in taking a bath. When you're done bathing, especially during summer, like we're having right now in Hamburg, the weather is so hot, like you sweat. So when you use it to bath, whether you sweat or not, you're going to feel fresh and taste good and just love your body and all of these and much more. When you talk about hygiene, let me know.
So
What do you think? From what perspective are you seeing? This is going to be covering a variety. Let's do this.
Cannot ignore. In case you're hearing some kind of sounds in the background, everyone is around here. My family, we are all around, and it actually is Sunday morning. So, and then coupled with a few questions that I got from some fellow ladies, I said, okay, let's talk about it today. So let's get in. I am Anastasia Okonkwo, Annie Okonkwo. In case it's your first time, do not forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, like, and share. Leave me your comments in case you have any. Let's kick it. So, the first tip I want to say is cleaning up your milady, your Vagacias. This is one area that most times we tend to ignore. How do I mean? Your face receives that sunshine, your hands, arms, legs, and every part of your body, but that your intimate area, your areas of privacy, pubic areas, most times they do not get that enough sunlight, enough air that it needs. So because of this, some people tend to ignore certain things. And when you ignore that part of your body, things are likely to happen. You can get infection, or not really because you ignore, but because you, hello, sweetie. Not really because you ignore, but because you don't know how to do the right thing. You don't know what to do at some point. I'm going to start by telling you, cleaning down there, either after peeing or after pooing, you gotta start from up to down. That's how you clean. You wipe through from the front backwards. I've had someone say, I just clean up and then I clean the backside back. No, it's actually not okay. If you're in the medical area, you must have learned that. But in case you're not, it's understandable. The right way to do it is you start from the front and then you take it backwards. So, and then do not use a wipe more than once. If you've cleaned one, you get it? Then get another wipe and clean again. And if you are in a place whereby water is available to you, it's good to use what you call feuchttücher. These wipes, that are kind of feucht, wet, kind of. I think feuchttücher, it's said in German. Wipes is also in English language, but you know what I mean? This soft wipes that are kind of wet, it's good. But if you do not have it at the moment, then with normal tissue papers, get them wet and then just clean down wet and just clean again with another paper. Don't use one paper more than once, again and again, you're going to get yourself infected. Nothing should go in there. Now, the second part I want to say is allow your body breathe. Oh my goodness, let your body breathe. Especially when you are home, you do not necessarily have to put on your panty. If you can put it like what I have right now, I'm at home. It's a simple gown, and then when you have to wear an underwear, let it be natural cotton materials. They help the skin breathe down there because of so much covering from different materials, synthetic materials, or varieties of other materials. Then some people tend to get discoloration, there's abnormal pigmentation of the skin, or sometimes through creams that they try without knowing that these creams are having some bleaching agents in them as contents, and then it tends to violate your skin and all, thereby giving you some kind of rashes and all. Another thing is how you shave. If you shave, then it's very appropriate to use once a new blade, use it once and you're done. Next time you're doing, you use another. If you wax, then just know what works for you and do it well. And then always moisturize down there. But I must warn you, nothing is permitted to go into your Vagacias. Nothing should go into your milady. It's one private area, and God that kept it there and wired everything, He knows what He did. So I've heard someone say, I use some yogurt or I use some honey. Hey, ladies, nothing is permitted to go in there. You can use those products, just by the wall sides of your system, just by the wall sides, the bikini lines, and just the surface area there, to neutral, just give it some nourishing and moisturizing. But in your Vagacias itself, nothing should go in except water. The period you're home, when you've used the toilet and cleaned up and you feel like flushing it or something, just get that shower, or this provision made for it. Hold the water and just click on it and the water will flush it. You get that? The water is just gonna flush it and give you that relief. So cream the sides, no cream should get in, and if you find out that there your skin tone is darker as your normal skin, what I do once in a while is use carrot juice, fresh carrot juice with avocado oil and then tomato, and then these are just DIYs, tomato, and then I add this egg white. I turn it, mix it properly, and then just rub it, with this damp stuff you use for your makeup. That's what I use, like the round fluffy stuff. You use it, or just something. You can also use your palm, get the juice and then have it rubbed around the walls. Like I said earlier, nothing is permitted to go into your body. It's wrong. You can get infected. You can get lots of things. The basic thing is feeding. If you feed healthy, then your whole and overall body is going to be nourished. So you feed right. So like I said, rub it around there, then this whole discoloration or the darker things would go, it will even up. So another thing I want to tell you is drinking lots of water. Drink enough water. It moisturizes all over your system, innerly and outwardly. You cannot do without that. I have a measurement. If I'm at home, I just use my set of kettle to measure. I fill it, have it lukewarm water, and then I drink at least 2 liters or more a day. So drink at least 1.5 liters, one and a half. So another thing you don't want to, or that you must know, is usage of tampons or your pads. That areas of our body, that area has so many things that it fulfills, and that's one thing why it should not be ignored. So if you are in your period, what to do is don't use your tampon or pad for long. What do I mean by that? Don't use it for more than 2 hours. whether you're having a normal flow or a heavy flow, immediately you go to the toilet, you're changing a new one. I've heard someone say, yeah, but I didn't even see any stain there. Please get a new one. You can't bring out an insert bag, something that's been flushed out of your body already. Get a new one. Have them filled in your bag, have them filled in your bag. Change frequently. That way you reduce the sticky and the blood actually smells. You reduce the whole smell, because if you are saying, I use good perfume, if perfume is mixing with odor, it's gonna come out as bum counterpart. It's gonna come out in a whole different new style that you don't want to perceive. So just first thing first, cleanliness. Then I want to tell you, in case that goes for tampons or pad and what have you. Then in case you find out that you sweat a lot, you can use this little pads, cut it into shapes, and just place it there in your underarm. Slip it into the dress, so it soaks your sweat. There are also several means of cutting off the sweat and thing, so that you do not sweat so much, because it's not nice to raise your armpit and see someone looking at some lines of sweat. I find it embarrassing. So I really try to see ways of cubbing them off. So these are good tips. And then another one that I'm going to remind you of is this one. You hear it very often. Ladies tend to say, I'm changing my materials, usage of products, your creams. Tend to use one for at least minimum of 3 months or more, 6 months, I would say, before changing. For example, this is what I use Sebamed for. That is the bath lotion. And then this is the one I use for the cream. Use one product consistently so that you can get the minimum effect. Use it in the one you use for your bathing and all. Use one product. It goes a long way to helping you out. When you have lots of combination, guys, it's going to react, because sometimes some are not aware of the bleaching content, and then you find out that your body is reacting negatively to it. And when you go to shop such products, look out for such bleaching agents. You see them there. If you find them, then leave it. Else you end up wasting your money, buy something that you wouldn't use, like a sister of mine did last month, and it should just be a waste. So another thing I'm going to tell you is and the use of the use of perfume or powder. Know the one you use. This is Penatine. I use this for the evening, after evening, shower and all. I just use it around the armpit. You don't have to use perf all the time, but like I said, do what works for you. I use perf. By perf, I mean perfumes. Basically what I'm going out, but not for down there. Just normal spray, and not on your dress. If you apply perfume on your shirt, on your dress, on your wear directly, it's going to be a mess. The smell is going to change. That scent will change and become a smell, and that will not be nice. So directly on your skin and not on your wears. Okay, so these are my tips for you. In case you have questions, I'll be glad to see them in the comment section below. Have you subscribed? Do not forget to subscribe, like, and share. It's still your girl and your combo. Thank you so much for your audience. Have you shared this video? I would love that. Share the video, subscribe, follow us. Thank you, and have a blessed day as you keep reigning in hygiene and in love and in perfection. I love you, and let love reign. Happy Sunday. Bye.